What's up, mobile gamers? It's Gigs, back with another T3 video, and this one's going to be a little bit different for you guys. I usually do like character guides and stuff like that, skin showcases, but I've had a few videos where I've explained kind of like how to progress in the game and stuff like that, and so this video, we're going to talk about how to get ready for the next season here, because that's really what it's all about, and we're in the perfect spot to make this video. So if you guys didn't know, you only have 15 days left at the time of recording this, and I actually did the math in one of my other seasons. It took me about 14 days to complete the battle pass without buying anything except for the premium. So you get all of the rewards here, and it takes about 14 days because you get all of the first 2 weeks, you get the weeklies, and then you also get the dailies. So if you complete all the dailies and all the weeklies, you pretty much have the battle pass all but done, it seems like. And if that math is wrong, you guys definitely let me know. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. It's been a while since I've actually done that, but usually I get the battle pass done around half a season in, and so that's kind of where we're at. We have 15 days left, and I think that's a good mark for when you should be looking to get the battle pass done when it first comes out. Is within those, you know, that third week-ish is when you should get it done. And at the very least, get the hero on level 30, I believe. Let's double check here. Yeah, level 30 is when you get the battle pass hero. So this time it's Neon, and next season it's going to be somebody else. So one of the things I always talk about is how I get my battle pass heroes to the full max rank on day one, and that's by saving up all this. It's not by spending money or anything like that. Granted, I do spend some of my gems to get to level 30, and it's around 1,500, I think, to just buy out the battle pass in its entirety, plus the deal that you get when you first get it, which is like you get like 10 levels or 15 levels or something like that when you buy that. And then this is what you want to do, is save your previous battle pass if you can. Obviously, if you're just starting out, then you'll have probably a little bit more of these boxes that you want to use, and that's totally fine. This is for people that kind of have most of the heroes they want already, and they're not really going to focus on the main cast. They just kind of want a specific few. So that's what you use this for, is keeping it so that when next season comes, I will actually have this season, Neon Party, I'll have this season all filled out and ready to go for the next battle pass. And it's about half of the battle pass will go to the battle pass hero that comes out next season, and then if they do a mid-season hero, the rest of it will go to that hero. So that means that every season I have a full battle pass for this season, and then all the rumble boxes at the end there that I can use for the next season. So I basically always have a full battle pass worth of resources and stuff like that. So that's what I use it for. Obviously, if you're new, go ahead and get all these boxes, get all the power cores, because it's really helpful. You can get a lot from this battle pass and from the subscription. And if I remember correctly, let's see, I had pretty much every hero maxed before I even started YouTube on season 1. Once we were done with Johnny, and then I think Claw Link came out, I had everybody maxed in maybe a couple of months, not even, and I wasn't really playing too religiously. So I think T3 Arena is very good in that aspect. And that brings us to the next thing, is their lucky draws. Their lucky draws and their subscription is really what you need to be looking out for. I would buy this instead of the battle pass. This is the only other thing I would buy. If you're going to buy something, it needs to be the battle pass, and then second up is this and this, because it gives you these star coins, and that's going to help you get ahead on the lucky draws. Now, the lucky draws are very nice because they give you a lot of resources. They do give you skins and banners and all the holo posters and stuff like that, but you can see it gives you 240 of the point doublers, which is very nice. It helps you complete challenges and rank up that battle pass faster. It gives you a big rumble box and a mega rumble box, which is very, very nice, especially just starting out. And it gives you coins, which is also very nice for upgrading your heroes. And they always have the week 1 special where it's 15% off the first week the skin is here. So that's always a plus. I think it's decent if you have somebody that has a skin you really like that is your main, so to speak. And then the other thing I want to talk about is limited time tryouts. So these heroes are here for a week, and you're allowed to use them if you don't have them unlocked, which is very, very awesome. This is probably one of the best parts of T3. You can see it gives you one from each class, and this isn't necessarily what you need to do for everybody. Obviously, if you've got a main, you can stick with them. But what I recommend is always pick one of these heroes to go for, and it lets you know who you're kind of looking to have. Because if you look at this, you have Ruby's a tryout hero, and you think you might like Ruby, but then you try Mark out, and you're like, wow, Mark's insane. I'm going to build up my Mark so he's that good, or I'm going to look for him in rumble boxes and stuff like that. That's really what you want to use these for. Now, they don't have it right now, but a lot of the times, probably I think once, I want to say it's once a month or something like that. I know it's at least every season. They usually do it twice. They have what's called a rate up bonus. So you can pick heroes that you want to have a better chance of getting in rumble boxes. So you might look at this and you're like, oh, you try Ruby and Mark, and you're like, I don't like Chemist, I don't like Shell, I like Ruby and I like Mark. So then you come over to what would usually be at the very bottom here, right around where Hero Challenge is, you would see the rate up bonus, and you can pick one from each of the rarities. So you can look at these here, you can sort them by rarity, and so you see all these purple ones, they're what's called an all-star. And then you have all the other ones are ones that you can get for different rarities. So you basically get to pick a hero and have a better chance of getting that hero, and that's what the limited time tryouts are for, as well as seeing what a hero you might have is going to look like when they're upgraded, or if you want, you can actually see who you might be rooting for. So you know, oh, if I pull Hunter, I'm not going to worry about it, and I'll just wait until I get Osas. And if I pull Osas out of the rumble boxes and stuff like that, then I'm going to upgrade them. And usually that's on the bottom left there, but since all my heroes are max, they aren't really, it's nothing to worry about. So I've got all the passives except for Vincent's because it's a paid passive, and I don't like him. So one of the things I will tell you guys as a new player is stay away from the arcade. And I hate saying that because I love T3 and I really support the devs, but this is just not really going to be worth it for most of you. You can see if you like Diggy, she has 2 skins in here, which is nice, but the Osas skin, not really worth it. The Diggy skin, just a skin. And then you have Vincent, and he's not really worth it either. So essentially you're paying this premium currency to unlock all of these rewards from the prize pool, and I'll show you guys here. Not all of this you can see you get from different areas of the game, and the power cores is nice, but if you're gonna spend money, which is what arcade is, I would say that it's better for you to spend it on the battle pass and the subscription. I think those two things, you know, your pocket change players that spend like $7 here and there, $7 for the start of the season, you know, that's $7 a month, even if you don't get the subscription. That is very, very good, especially if you don't want to spend a lot of money, because you get a ton of resources with the battle pass, and you have just enough time. You should be able to still complete it. The other thing I want to talk about is how to complete it, because it's not very clear if you don't have it yet. So you might be like, well, how am I supposed to do this? I don't see where that's at. And that's in the task column. So you have dailies, right? This refreshes every day. Then you have weeklies. Now the weeklies is where the money is at. The weeklies give you like 200 to 250 for each completion. And you see even here, get 90 KOs or assists is 400. And that doesn't seem like a lot at first, but if you, let's say you average 10 kills a game, which is pretty average in a 5v5 match if you're playing a damage dealer or a tank, you're going to see 90 kills or assists in probably about 5 to 6 games. And you're going to rank up your battle pass very, very fast, and it's going to be very helpful. Now, I'll just do this for you guys since I've already got it all done. you can actually re-roll your task. So you see you can even re-roll your weeklies. And maybe you look over here and you're like, share match results, that's easy. And maybe 42 kills as chemist, she's very bad. She's very hard to use. You get a free re-roll every so often, every 5 days, and you can use it to re-roll for something else, right? So now you have a better task that's going to be easier to complete. And I very much so, I recommend this for the weeklies and not for the dailies, because if you look, the dailies are really easy. Get 30 kills or assists. That's basically 2, maybe 3 games, 12 minutes in a match. You're looking at 2 games of ranked or 2 games of 5v5, and you've probably got that. And then deal or take damage. Honestly, since it does both dealing and taking damage, that's going to be 1 to 2 games as well. So those are very easy. So one of the things I recommend is using it on the weekly challenge. You can see it says reroll task will not contain requirements related to chemist. So you're going to confirm. And look at this, play 7 matches with a damage roll hero. And what that means is you can now go to your classes and you play 7 matches with any of these heroes. And that's very easy to do if you are somebody who is just starting out, because you will always have Skady, or you have the tryouts. And that is what the tryouts are also very useful for, is upgrading your battle pass and getting it to higher tiers. Because if I don't have a Letta and I re-roll my challenge just like I did, 7 matches with a damage hero is very easy to do, because I will always have a free hero from any of those different categories of heroes. So you got your Vanguard, which is your tank, you got your damage, your flanker, and your healer. And that is what you want to do, is use it on weekly challenges that are a little bit too hard, or maybe you don't have the hero for. Now, normally it will give you challenges that you can complete. So if you don't have Skady, it usually doesn't give you one for Skady. I was just using Chemist as an example, but that's what you want to use the reroll. You can see I still have a few left. You have 6 of 7, right? So I just use 1, and you can, I'll show you guys again, right? It says reroll chances 6 out of 7. So you get 7 rerolls accumulated throughout the time that you have the battle pass, and you get a reroll once every 5 days. So essentially, every time a weekly comes out, you're able to just go in here. You're like, oh, I don't like playing as Skady. She's terrible. I hate her. I'll just re-roll this, and then my next weekly, I'll have another one. So it's very, very nice. And you can even see that you're going to get weekly challenges that are going to come later. So you can see I'm going to have a 200, a 250, and a 400. And you can see your future challenges and realize what those might be. So your 400 challenges, if you look at all these challenges, the 400 ones is get kills, spend minutes in matches, and deal or take damage. Those are pretty easy. The ones you might want to reroll are the, like I said, the hero-specific ones if you have a hero you have, but maybe don't play a lot. So the Battle Pass is a big part of that, and I want you guys to know that you should be saving up your resources and waiting for the new hero to come out, because all of the activities that you do are not going to be worth as much unless you're planning on saving this. So your progress is going to be a lot easier to go through if you are spending your effort when the Battle Pass first comes out, instead of, you know, you game really hard the last 10 days of this Battle Pass just to have resources that you're going to go to the previous season with, right? So it's a lot easier to kind of put your effort into the start of the season and kind of look at how things are going to go from that point forward. So that's kind of my thoughts on how you should get ready for the season. Obviously, you also have your Hall of Fame, which is where you can get heroes like Iris, right? And then you also have the power cores and coins and boxes and all of that kind of stuff. So this is very useful as well. Don't be afraid to use this up, because a lot of people are hoarders, myself included. So I've got all the way down here, right? If I scroll down to here, I've got stuff I haven't even used because I upgraded my account so fast. And a lot of people will say, oh, well, you're a YouTuber, you're pay to win. And I actually had all my heroes maxed and ready before Season 3 even came out. So if you guys remember, Hualing's season, she's season 2, Johnny's season 1. Her season is the one I had everything completely maxed, and this was before I even started YouTube and was partnered as a creator. So it's still doable for those free-to-play players. The problem is, what a lot of people do is they see the skins and the heroes and they go, oh, everybody's maxed and you got all these skins. And so it's like, yes, all of the skins are something I pay for. That's just my choice. But all of the maxed heroes, you can do this as a free-to-play very, very easy. Save for Vincent, obviously, because he's in the arcade and you have to pay for him and stuff like that. But all the other heroes, it's very easy to get them to that higher level. And so that's why I recommend getting the Battle Pass and the subscription here. So the subscription, you can see, is right here. And it is very, very nice to have all those resources piling up and basically getting put into your account. Now, last thing I'm going to talk about for you guys, I can't really show it to you because I have all my heroes maxed, but you will see that this right here, this daily offers screen, where you got this rumble box, right? You will have rumble boxes and power cores and sometimes even passives in this out of stock area. So right here on this right side of the screen, you have your daily offer out of stock. It resets in 7 minutes. So what you're going to use this for is those power cores, and you should clean out the daily offers every single time it resets. Buy it all. It does not matter. You're going to have plenty of coins. Maybe starting out on like the first week, you might not have the coins to clean it out, but you should clean it out except for the Mega Rumble box that's 60 of the gems. You will basically see a Rumble box or a point doubler or something like that, or coins, and then you'll see a bunch of power cores for heroes, and sometimes even a hero's passive if they're a high enough level. So that is where you should be spending your resources first, is spend your resources to get the shop cleaned out and get this Rumble box and all the power cores, and that's where you should spend your resources. And then once you have all those things bought, then you go over to your heroes and you upgrade whoever you want to upgrade. So that's how you guys get ahead. It's very doable, and it's something that everybody can do even if they're free to play, because the Battle Pass has a free to play side. I recommend buying it even if you're kind of strapped for cash. I mean, $7 is not that much for the amount of resources you get. I think it's one of the best resources in any game, period. Not mobile game, console games, PC games, mobile games, all games. This is one of the best battle passes that you can get in any game because of all the resources that it gives you and how much you're able to use it to upgrade. I'm telling you guys, one battle pass, you'll have all your favorite heroes maxed pretty much within that battle pass in that season. So it's something I definitely recommend, and you can get passives, and once they add them back, second ultimates in the rumble boxes there as well. So last thing before we go is the little clipboard. You can see that shows that I have a challenge as Skatey. So you saw in the battle pass when I showed you the tasks that I have a challenge for Skatey, and I have to get like kills or assists or whatever it is with her. So what the clipboard does is it shows you who has challenges. So if you're looking here, you have all these heroes that have challenges, and one of the best ways to kind of just look and glance is, oh, he has a clipboard, so I need to play him. And I think that's very, very helpful, especially for people who maybe aren't used to, you know, they look at their hero and they go to the battle pass, and then they go to the task, and they look through all their weeklies, and they're like, where's this challenge? What do I need to do? What you can see is that you just need to play this hero. So the clipboard shows up on the select screen as well as the screen for all of your heroes. So you can see that all of them have challenges right now, basically because of the damage challenge I just got, and then for their specific challenges like Skatey dealing damage and getting kills and assists and stuff like that. So that's pretty much the video for you guys. I just wanted to give you a video that's more informative and tells you how you should be looking at this new season. You should be getting very excited because you're grinding ranked and whatnot, because you have, let's see, 8 days for the season, and you're grinding ranked and you're worried and then you look over and you're like, oh, rank's about to end, I wonder if I have enough time to get the battle pass done, and it's got 15 days. So that's plenty of time if you are somebody who's committed to playing T3 at least once, maybe 2 matches every day. I'd say is pretty good for completing all these challenges. And make sure you spend money on the battle pass if you can, because it's a very, very big opportunity to get all of your heroes to max. And remember, I did it as a free-to-play before I even started YouTube, so it very much is possible, and it's something that anybody can do if you just spend some pocket change here and there to get the battle pass. Or if you started from day one like me, you didn't even need the battle pass and you had all those heroes at max rank before season 3 even started. So that's kind of my thoughts on it, and some tips and tricks for you guys on how to progress your account and what you kind of should be looking for when the next season is either about to start or starting. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I want to make sure that I give out some informative stuff now and then, including the guides. That way it's not just all skin showcases and stuff like that. So that's video. Enjoy, drop a sub. We're going to be doing pretty much the same thing when the season starts. I'll drop another video so you guys can know how I'm doing this again if you maybe missed this one, or maybe you skipped over some of those parts because it was a little boring. So hopefully you guys enjoy. See you in the next one. Peace out.